With its third participation in the Atlantic World Art Fair, Readytex Art Gallery returns with Patterns of Power, meditations on spirituality, politics, and multiculturalism, an expansive group of paintings and sculptures by 15 of Suriname's most prolific artists. The online exhibition explores the rich and diverse cultural heritage of Suriname through a range of themes and artistic practices, from the beauty of organic shapes and flora and fauna to the cycle of life and visual celebrations of Surinamese culture. A pattern that weaves through this group of artworks is a thought-provoking blurring between figurative and abstract visual language as a vehicle for social commentary and spiritual introspection. Patterns of Power delves deep into Suriname's colonial history, while also drawing attention to the social, economic, and political issues facing our nation today. Through narrative, satire, and critique, the exhibition highlights the complexities that challenge the sustainable growth and development of the country. The exhibition also explores how the Surinamese notion of alakondre reflects our rich cultural heritage. By dissecting the theme of identity in our multicultural Caribbean society, the artists attempt to uncover what lies beneath the surface of these substantial societal challenges and consequently the ripple effects these challenges have on artistic and spiritual practice. This text was written by Suriname visual artist Xavier Robles de Medina to accompany our participation in the 2023 Atlantic World Art Fair. Hi, my name is Monique NouhChaia, and I am the Managing Director of Readytex. I have taken you first through the spaces of the gallery because the largest part of our action is very site-specific. Our physical space serves us well. Our artists have developed and matured their visual language because of the opportunity it offers to show their work in perpetual exhibitions. In a country faced with many developmental challenges, Readytex Art Gallery has proven the strength and inexhaustibility of Surinamese artists as catalysts for what we in Suriname and in the Caribbean can do very well. We are deeply committed to empowering a path that stays the course. In the 30 years that Readytex Art Gallery has been active, we have sculpted a strategic long-term trajectory that had to take into consideration our environment with its possibilities and impossibilities. The result of a great part of our work can be found in the advancement of the Surinamese visual art visibility and validation. We directly support and represent 19 emerging, mid-career, and advanced visual artists who are each ambitious and dedicated to their individual artistic vision. We indirectly also support many other amazing artists in and outside of Suriname by supporting collaborations and publications. As intermediary between artist and collector, we place great value on the interests of the collector. After all, being endorsed and recognized by actual transactions is the greatest empowerment an artist can hope for in order to sustain her or his practice. What is it that we do for you as a collector of Caribbean art? We stand for the integrity of the work of our artists. We support them in that long-term commitment. We document and market the work they produce. We support our artists in the development of their careers and brand. We add value to the social and commercial value of your investment in the art you buy from us. What is it that you do as a collector of Caribbean art? The fact that you are actively collecting Caribbean art means you are taking an interest in having our visual narratives heard, and that is a higher good for us in the Caribbean. So I invite you to reach out to us, ask questions, take time to research what the art made in Suriname and in the Caribbean is speaking of. We can direct you to many publications that are perhaps not easily found when you look for Suriname art. Our curator has selected 3 works to present a little more in depth. It was a very difficult decision. I usually find great value in all the pieces we represent. I therefore hope that you will make time to research all 15 pieces we present in our Atlantic World Art Fair booth. Xavier Robles de Medina writes, another perspective, The Wife of Makusi, mixed media painting by Kitling Chompiangi, employs powerful symbolism to explore the themes of identity, feminism, and multiculturalism in Suriname. The image of a girl's head atop a jaguar's body suggests the merging of different identities, cultures, and traditions, while the long flowing blue hair adds a fantastical element to the piece. The use of cut textiles with different print patterns serves to convey the idea of a diverse and rich cultural landscape, and the path the figure is walking hints at the journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Overall, the work celebrates the diversity and strength of Surinamese women and speaks to the complexity of their multifaceted identities in a multicultural society. End of Xavier's writing. This painting is Kitling's second take, so to speak, on the wife of Makusi, a character developed in her recently published book for adolescents, Het Alakondre Drakenmeisje. Being heard and validated as a woman artist is something that is always present in the production of Kitling, but also matters of identity, observations on Suriname heritage you will recognize in her body of work. Kitling is always exploring collaboration, even in her artistic making, combining her art to work with the wood grain of Suriname wood, matching textile in pattern and form to amplify and add valuable and telling layers to her painting. Xavier Robles de Medina writes, Kurt Nahar's old habits, stark assemblage work, predominantly in red and gray, features 2 implied figures side by side, both with split-colored faces. Each figure has 2 circular forms stacked on their face, with ready-made objects incorporated into the work. One of the circles looks like a bullseye or a dartboard, further evoking the figures used for shooting practice. Through his art, Nahar challenges us to confront issues in Surinamese society and politics. End of Xavier's text. Kurt Nahar is an excavator of stories through the objects and words that cross his path and are then incorporated into his art. He makes installations, assemblages, paintings that almost look like banners. He loves words and toys with their meanings. His art is purposely confrontational. He wants to spark discussion on controversial subjects. The past years, he has been traveling the Caribbean and the south of the United States, collecting from a wider, but still in many ways similar pool of stories. Xavier Robles de Medina writes, Rinaldo Klas's dark and complexly layered Eye of Nature painting features a large yellow sun behind a blue leaf, framed by a red sky that blends into the face of a woman. The woman's right eye is obscured by the shape of a lizard, adding a sense of mystery and intrigue to the work. Klas's love for nature is evident in the way he incorporates natural elements into his work. With his powerful and thought-provoking productions, Klas challenges us to re-examine our relationship with nature and to take action to safeguard the planet we call home. End of Xavier's text. Eye of Nature is one of 3 paintings that Rinaldo Klas made as a reaction to fantastical stories that were told around the phenomenon of the blood moon in 2022. He was intrigued. Rinaldo Klas is very sensitive to that which the eye does not see. His 6th sense is more developed than most, and he takes this sensibility, together with a great sense of humor, to the works that he makes. beautiful pieces with serious thought about man and his responsibility toward the environment. It was lovely to prepare this presentation for you. I would love to hear from you. Get in touch with us through Artsy, through our social media channels, or through good old-fashioned email and WhatsApp. And maybe come to Suriname. If you do come, make sure to visit us. Thank you. Thank you for visiting our booth at the Atlantic World Art Fair. And thank you to Lisa Hoey for this wonderful initiative.